God, excuse me. Morning, lads. Um, I woke up a few hours ago, so yeah, don't mind the hair. It's a fucking mess. Sun's out, and it's already bloody noisy here because I live in a shit neighborhood. No, not really, but yes, kind of. Anyways, it is the 11th of February, I believe so. Let me go check for a little bit. Alright, I just checked. It is the 11th of February of 2026. And later tonight, we are going to be watching my all-time favorite musical play that there is, which I have not yet been able to watch live myself, but I've always wanted to. And it was like one of the few plays that my mother also watched live herself, but when she did, I wasn't able to because I wasn't born yet. And the play is Les Misérables. And my first introduction to that was the movie, the one with Hugh Jackman and Anne Hathaway and Eddie Redmayne. That's my introduction to it, and that's what got me into musicals. And I've never looked back since. And to which I say, I am very, very delighted that I am going to be watching it already for the very first time. And I mean, Lea Salonga is going to be there, and she famously played, I believe it was Cosette, and God damn it, what's her name? It was one of the other girls, and she got famous for playing that as well. I legit forgot. I'm pretty sure I'll remember the name when we actually get to the theater, which is going to be in Soler, as per usual here in the Philippines, because that's where all like musical concerts are, like classical concerts and all that stuff. I mean, the last musical vlog that I did, where I watched Hamilton for the first time, was also in Soler, and I absolutely love that play. Like top two now. Les Mis is like also top two, top three. I mean, I'm quite indecisive when it comes to musicals, but all I know is that Les Mis was the one that got me into musicals in the first place, and absolutely love it. And I must say, I'm very excited. Just don't know when we will be leaving, nor when I will know for sure until my parents fully decide. Specifically, my mother, because my mother got the tickets. Why did she get the tickets? Because hey, it's the anniversary, and she needs to watch it. Okay. It was one of those things where, since it's the anniversary, obviously you gotta watch it. Anyways, I'll see you guys at some point later in the day in this video. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right, legit. I decided to walk outside and look what I found. He's just chilling. My God, he's so small. This is probably the smallest one I've seen. Looks fucking sick. Okay, so it's around lunchtime now today. God damn it, I need a wash. So I'm at the stage of preparation where I am just not so sure what outfit to wear going to the theater. Also, don't mind the sweat. It's really, really hot today for me, at least. For now, I've decided that, at least for now, I'm leaning towards this white turtleneck that I have. I already picked out the pants, which are dark green slocks. Or, like, yeah, dark green chino pants, not slocks. That's a different thing. As for the shoes, I'm leaning towards, like, my Onitsuka pair or the Stan Smith's pair that I have from Adidas. I really do not know yet. But those are what I have, at least for now, planned out. I don't know what to wear over the turtleneck, if I am gonna wear anything over it. But it's quite a thick one, so I'll probably not wear anything over it. But other than that, that's where I am at. I also have this cardigan that I bought from GU, but I don't really have anything to go with that. I don't have something that's dark enough to go with it. So I'm still planning that out. It's also really, really hot in my room. I'm gonna go downstairs and get some lunch, guys. Ah, Jesus Christ.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, I'm finally prepared. As you can see, this is the fit. I'm in a very large family shared bathroom right now. But yep, this is the fit. I also decided not to wear my Onitsuka pair. Instead, I'm wearing my Adidas Stan Smiths. I'm wearing my white turtleneck, which is basically the only turtleneck that fits properly. And I'm also wearing my accessories. As you can see, I'm wearing 4 rings in total, 2 on each hand. So yeah, let's get to the theater and cue the cinematic shots of us traveling on the road in Philippine traffic. All right. We're in a Ayala Malls, Manila Bay, basically, and we're here basically just to get like a quick bite to eat, have some coffee, hopefully. There's a lot of choices because the last time that we were here, uh, the mall looked quite different. A lot of things have changed now, so some parts, well, actually no, not some, but a lot of the a lot of the stuff or a lot of the parts here in the mall is quite different now. Yeah, so we're just going to just walk around a little bit and see what the hell is the next move. Other than that, I think once we find a place where we can settle down and just have a quick bite to eat, I'll get back to you guys because uh-oh. Okay, so we decided to just have afternoon coffee here in a uh, here in a Malaysian restaurant. You can see that everything's decorated for Valentine's Day. But for now, yeah, we're here until we need to leave at around 6 for us to get to the theater. And for my order, I just ordered a hot coffee and kaya toast. I really miss kaya toast, but we unfortunately ran out of coconut jam in the house. So here's an excuse for me to have it and also have it with sort of, I would say, authentic, not really authentic Malaysian coffee, but
I mean, I guess this is how they would make it, so we'll be all right. So I'm just gonna wait for the orders, and I'll get right back to you guys. Okay, first round of orders. We got ourselves the kaya toast. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just give you a better view. I think that's a better view for you guys. Looks delicious. All right, so my coffee just arrived. So I'm gonna flip the camera around for a little bit and see what it looks like for you guys. So here is the coffee. It's quite small, but by the looks of it, very strong and concentrated. But that's what I want. All right, so I'm just gonna just stir it a little bit, and then I'll give you guys a bit of just the taste test. I'll tell you guys how it is. So, oh, that's hot. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, take it easy. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, that's really good stuff, eh? It's not overly too sweet for me because it said on the menu they had sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk. Doesn't taste too sweet at all. But the caffeine coffee part of this is that's what I like. The fact that it's a really strong coffee. So I'm just gonna just continue to drink of that. And just enjoy. All right. It's been a few minutes because we went into the supermarket for a little while. I didn't film any of it because, to be fair, it's a bit uninteresting. I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't want that overall, and it's not gonna do anything for the video. But I've just been walking around the food hall or the food court that's right outside of the supermarket that's in this mall. And there's a really wide variety of selections. To be fair, I mean, obviously there's like Esbaro, there's like hot plates, there's like potato corner, there's there's some takoyaki. I saw some Indian food, but right now we are not doing anything. We're just sitting it out and just waiting on the clock to just run out until we need to leave. Other than that, I don't know what else is gonna happen. Anyways, that's enough walking, and yeah, we're just gonna be chilling. But apparently, there's also like a Japanese bakery where we also could have bought coffee, but we wanted Malaysian coffee, I guess. But yeah, we're just gonna let the clock run down until we need to leave around 6. And then once we get to the theater venue, we'll have dinner there. So I'm not going to be eating anymore. I'm not going to be drinking anymore.
I lied. I am eating. I ordered gyoza. 12 of them. I'm going to finish this all somehow. Maybe not. Yeah. Whatever.
Okay. Um, Now we're on our way to the the venue or the theater. We bought a lot of stuff. Well, no, not so much. Anyways, I'll see you guys there. All right. So Lara, I'm back for I. How many times have I been here? Third, fourth time in my life, because the first musical play that I remember watching was Matilda, and then the next one was Hamilton, and now it's Les Misérables. But I'm pretty sure I also watched The Sound of Music as well here. Either way, all I can say is thank God I ate something, because I don't think we'll be able to get a dinner table somewhere in one of these restaurants that's here. But they have a really great wide selections here, at least at a minimum. Anyways, I think before we're gonna get the tickets, I need to go to the bathroom. I need a piss. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I kind of diverted a little bit because I bought some merch from the store that's behind me there, and what I got is a tote bag right there, and I also bought like pins, but I'm not going to show it to you for now because, well, for one, there's a lot of people, and also I'm trying to stay focused right now. um, so for now, I'm going to be falling into that line to get a picture with the big sign. And once that's done, I'm going to show all the photos I took of me here at this event. Um, so yeah, when I'll just show it to you in the video, guys. See you in a little bit. I mean, yeah. Well, that's it, done. Uh, I don't think I can do an immediate reaction tonight. I might film that part tomorrow in the morning or in the afternoon. Either way, it's tomorrow. All I can say is, wow! I finally experienced it in in its uh, in its original setting, and that is a musical play. Anyways, last round of taking pictures here and there, and yeah, wow. The only thing that I wish I had on my outfit now is the sort of the revolutionary badge that they would wear, the students that is. But other than that, other than that, no regrets. Absolutely loved every second of it. And yeah, I mean, full reactions tomorrow in the next in the next day. So yeah. All right, what's up, folks? It is officially it's officially the night after the Les Miserables play, and as you can see, yes, I said evening. It's dark out. I actually intended to record a little earlier in the day, but I was just so sleepy. I think when I slept, we um, I ended up sleeping. I think around like 1 or 2 a.m. and I woke up literally 30 minutes or even 20 minutes before 10 a.m. That's how long I slept. But now I'm officially going to give you guys my full thoughts and reactions to the whole play. But first, I'm going to show you all of the merch that I bought uh, when we were there. I did show a small tip, a small snippet, but I didn't show it correctly, so I might as well do it here. Much better with the camera now right in front of me, without any other interference with like people and all that stuff. So this one I did show already slightly on camera, and it is the tote bag. So here is the full design of it. As you can see, it's just this famous artwork that is pretty much uh, it's pretty much like the official uh, art or picture that is associated with Les Mis. And what it says here actually on the side is Ms. Rocks, because in our in the slang per se is that we don't really say Les Miserables because people sometimes just don't like learning French, or basically French is hard to pronounce, so we say Les Mis. Makes sense. It So yeah, that's a really good tote bag. The only problem is that it doesn't have a zipper, because the usual tote bag that I use has one, but this one does not. But that's all right. Now the next one that we bought are these pins right here. So as you can see, it's basically a pen, well, two pens actually, with the famous artwork of the girl or the child. One of them is circular, which is that one right there, and it says Les Miserables World Tour Spectacle, because it's currently on tour to play. That is. The one on the bottom, obviously, that is Jean Valjean's prisoner number, the famous 24601. And the other one is simply a square basic with the art and says Ms. Rock. So, yep, not too bad. All I can say is that we spent a lot of money for for all of that. Just the tote bag alone and the three pins, that's 1,800. pesos, Philippine pesos. But the next one, and the very very last one that uh, we have, um, it brings that up to 4,000, I believe, 4,000 pesos. Yeah, 4,000 pesos. But it was worth the money because it is the souvenir brochure of the whole performance. Yeah, it costs a lot of money, but for me personally, since I decided to buy this myself, was worth it. Now, in the back it says Ms. Rocks, but at the bottom it says 40 years on, still revolutionary. Uh, I see what they did there. That's quite nice. And obviously, in the front, that's the famous art again. Now, what I really love about the brochure is that when you look around, it gives you a lot, and I mean like a lot of information about the people behind the musical, like the original one. And also, not only that, it also gives you guys all of the members of its cast that performed at the musical who were all present last night when I was there. So, obviously, as you guys can see, some examples right here. They just have pretty much every single member of the cast members, and also it shows you all of the names of the orchestra, the production team, the stagehands. Yeah, pretty much everyone. It also gives you other cast members who weren't present there, but in other days or in other nights they were there. For me personally, they just so happened not to be there. But it seems like those who were present uh, when I was watching it in the performance last night were basically like, I guess, the main like cast per se. Also, uh, it also gives you the members of the creative team. So the director behind that being James Powell. Fucking love him. Thank you for existing. And also Jean Pierre Van der Spue. I'm very sorry if I'm butchering your name, man. I just don't like French all that much. Not really. But it's hard to pronounce, man. And also the lighting designer was also here. Sound designer being Mick Potter and all that stuff. So yeah, shout out to, like, literally just shout out and bravo to every single member of the cast, but also the whole production, really. And like I said, it also gives you uh, the history of the musical. So this part shows you like how the songs were written, how it was composed, the bunch. So it's probably one of the best purchases that I've made so far. This one shows you guys how they came up with the song "Do You Hear the People Sing," which is probably one of the most popular songs from the play, and as well as let's say the fucking, well, everything really. And not only does it brushes upon like the musical itself, but it also gives you guys insights and a write up on the fact that it's the most successful musical movie that is out there. So it has stuff from like the famous movie with Eddie Redmayne, uh, Hugh Jackman, Anne Hathaway, the lot. And it's actually thanks to the movie I actually got into Les Misérables. Like that was my very first introduction to it. And now that I've seen the play, listened to the music of the whole thing countless times, now the only thing that I want is the novel. And fun fact, my mom actually had a copy of the Les Miserables novel, but unfortunately, that has been lost. So I'm never forgiving her for that. No. We'll try our best to get a pretty good copy uh, of the novel that inspired the musical. Okay, so with all of the merch done, I'm now going to give you guys my full reaction and like my whole thoughts now that it has been officially a full day since I've watched it. So I think the best way to start this part of the video off is to talk about like the stage design and the set in general. All I can say, the fact that they kept it quite simple per se, where it's just stairs with just simple multiple platforms and all that stuff. It really does nail the. It does nail. It does nail the balance of both, I would say, simplicity and complexity, because they still used like rigs to bring down lanterns per se from the ceiling, and also a very small wired bridge across the stage. But other than that, it's simple, it's great, and it looks uh, really great, and it just looks great basically. And the smallest details that I could really just pick up from the outset is the fact that it just looks like a barricade that people would just impro- just assemble impromptly, basically, from furnitures, barrels, wheelbarrows, and all that stuff. It looks like that. Now, another thing about the stage was that they had these live camera feeds, so that whoever was singing, like let's say for example, like a solo act, or it's like a very intense emotional scene that is part of the play, they would have a live camera feed to focus on the performer's face when they're singing, or when they're trying to portray, to help the audience an emotion basically. There was this one moment in the performance where Marius started to sing Empty Chairs and Empty Tables, which is one of my favorite songs from the musical. And basically, on both sides of the stage, so like stage left and stage right, on the top part, uh, it would be focusing on his face. But in the middle, they have a big screen across it, and it would show the face of Eloras, who by then was already dead. Spoilers, by the way, if you for some reason haven't seen the play. But yes, one of the characters has died. Actually, many characters die in the musical or in the story, and that's just one really great way of really just utilizing uh, the the whole production, the stage, and just technology in general. I mean, they didn't really use anything fancy other than the things that I've already mentioned. But other than that, they kept it simple. I mean, they had like a whole orchestra that is like on an elevated platform, basically, whereas the performers would be a few steps below them, and there are stairs for them to go on to move up a level. It basically looks like there's a couple of levels. Basically, it's like bleachers. That's what I should have said. Like the cast would be sitting on like relatively assembled bleachers and all that stuff. But other than that, amazing. And obviously it's Solaire, so they make everything look good and sound good. So no need to dwell on that for a little bit. But now let's talk about the cast, which is my most uh, looking forward to part. So to start off talking about the cast, let's talk about the performer who played Jean Valjean, and that is Geromino Ronch. I hope I said your name right, sir. But he is an Argentinian, so I hope I didn't butcher your name a little too much, sir. I'm so sorry, but he fucking killed it. Pardon my language, but he fucking killed his act as Jean Valjean, aka 24601, aka Monsieur le Maire. And yeah, he just fucking killed it. Um, his voice was amazing. His acting, his physical performances was amazing, especially when he performed, I believe, oh God, what was the song? It was the song when he basically forgoes his previous life as Jean Valjean and tries to go under a new identity of Monsieur Lemaire after he like violates his parole, basically. after he leaves the priest as well, basically. And his physical acting for that, where he just does this as he sings to the audience with the spotlight on him, it just captivated me and just made me focus on him all throughout. And again, his voice, immaculate. Now, the next performer that we're going to discuss, it is the good old dear Inspector Javert. And he is played by Jeremy Secom, or Secom. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, sir. Again, I'm probably going to mispronounce some names here. But this was probably, I would say, the show stealer, I would say, because his acting and the way that he enunciates his voice with his accent was amazing, really. And again, his physical acting, his facial acting as well, absolutely amazing, especially when he starts to perform Javert's, how do I say without getting demonetized? How do I say the word? Removing himself from the earth, basically. And that's when, in the story, Javert would throw himself to essentially just, I don't know, I would say, yeah, just leave the earth. And his physical acting with that was amazing. And what really helps that is the way that the lighting starts to shift from very bright to very mellow dark. And also with the live feeds of the camera recording his sort of upper body like this, that is up close, it also begins to fade to the background and then it shifts to water waves appearing. So all of those really help tie in what was happening in the play because they weren't doing much physical acting. Uh, Les Misérables is quite famous for, I think as of late, really just not doing that much, just keeping it bare bones with like microphones in the front and all that stuff, and just showing off the bare bones basic, but making it just 100 times better with the production, like the lighting and the stuff that I mentioned already. I'm probably going to be repeating myself way too much because uh, yeah, there is just so many things that I just like, and I'm still a little bit flustered. And honestly, I'm still really tired. I don't know how. I'm running on 2 cups of coffee, but I still, for some reason, I'm tired. Now, let's go on to the extras, or I would say, well, no, not extras. See? Let's move on to the other main characters now, starting with the good old keeper of the house and his wife, the Madame. So, the former with the good old landlord being played by Ray Concepcion, and Madame being played by the famous, legendary Lea Salonga. And let's just say that we can officially say that Lea Salonga has officially done the full circle trifecta for Les Mis, because it says, because she states here, because each actor would write a statement on what their first experiences with Les Mis, if they had any, or what was their reaction when they, received the green light to play the characters that they were playing in the play. For Leia in particular, it pretty much says like it started out with Eponine, and then Fantine, and then Cosette, and now she's playing the Madame. So she has done the full on circle for playing every major female role in the play. And I have to say, the comedic duo between Leia and Red playing their respective characters, that is the two comedic reliefs of the play, absolutely nailed it. There were so many times where I had to hold in my laughter because I didn't want to cause a ruckus with my laughter, because I tend to laugh pretty hard. Yeah, it was just they were just funny, really, and I mean it in a good way. Next, let us move on to the performers of the other 3 female characters, that being Fantine, Eponine, and Cosette. So for Fantine, it is played by Rachel Ann Go. And apparently, the week before the performance that we've watched last night, she was sick. So thank God she's better now, and we were able to watch her perform. And even though Fontaine has quite a short screen time, at least in the play or in the story in general of Les Mis, what makes Fontaine, the character would still make an impact, and that's, in my opinion, what makes a character like Fontaine difficult. It's like you're only there for like a short period of time, but you have to make it impactful. And Rachel did it. Voice was amazing, as per with all these people. I think that should like be an expectance that everyone's voices was amazing. The acting's amazing, obviously. Now let's move on to the performer for Eponine, and that is Emily Bautista. And I believe that they are the only 3 female performers who are from the Philippines. The other 2 being Rachel and Leia, I believe. So for Emily, when she was playing Eponine, absolutely killed it. Like I said, for everyone, absolutely killed it. Her voice is amazing. Her voice is amazing. Her acting was amazing, obviously, especially when she starts to perform alongside the actor who plays Marius, that being Will Callan. Especially when her character Eponine starts to perform and sing alongside with Marius. And I won't lie, guys. I think at that particular piece, I probably started to cry a little bit. That's how good she is, and that's how good everyone is, really. Especially like with all of the emotional songs. Expect some emotions or tears to be running down the face. Now, this is where I think I should mention the next 3 performers is, to me personally, is what has stolen the show. For one, let's go to the performer who plays Marius, and that is being Will Callan. The next being Lulu May Pearce, who plays Cosette, and Harry Chandler, who plays Eloras. And yeah, to me personally, these 3 stole the fucking show, because their respective performances was, I would say, 150%. Especially, at least for me, Lulu May Pearce and Will Callan's performances as Cosette and Marius, respectively. Another thing, because the reason why I say that is because their on-stage chemistry, you can feel like they were truly in love with each other, because in the story, Cosette and Marius are madly in love. And as for Harry Chandler, who plays Elras, the good old revolutionary leader in the story of the understudies or the students, yeah, really makes me feel like starting a revolution. Like his voice was bellowing out, and it just hits the notes quite right. Like you can really feel like he just wants to like change the country for the good, and we will get to that in a bit. Now there is the other cast, obviously, that are from the background and all that stuff. I can't really mention all of their names because wow, there is like a lot. But those are really just those are just the performances of the main cast per se and all that stuff. And like I said, they all perform really, really, really great. And yeah, I think that's all I can say. It was just fucking great. And obviously, I did mention that those 3 stole the show for me, and I believe I was able to say my piece well enough for you guys to understand. Also, what I really love about this brochure is that they have also attached the social medias of the numerous cast members right on there if you guys want to, essentially follow them. But I will clarify that some of them do not have any social medias, to which I say, fair enough. Sometimes you guys just want to stay offline. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention the child performers. These are all the child performers right here. And I believe the performer for Gavroche was this young, amazing guy, good old Blake Graham. I should also say that there was this one moment in the performance when Gavroche caught or catches Javert being undercover on trying to, essentially spoil their plans, the revolutionaries, that is. And this little devil flips the bird at him, and everyone in the theater just had a good laugh at that because, yeah, good on you, King. And I should also say, like, all these child performers for this play are still in training, by the way. And the one who played young Cosette or child Cosette, being this wonderful lady right here, all I can say, absolutely amazing. And apparently, according to this, I'm sorry, I have to say this. I just read this now. So apparently, the little girl who played young Cosette, that being Sophia, is still training in ballet and singing, and apparently this is her professional debut. The very performance that I just watched was her professional debut. That kid will go places. All these kids are going to go places. Jesus. Now, with all of that being said, all I can say, superb, phenomenal, spectacular, amazing. Every positive adjective that you can throw at this, it will describe it well. And I should also say that this, like, the timing of this tour, and it being performed, performed at this very, very time when it feels like everything is just gone to shit. I should say impeccable and perfect timing, because um, we need some hope, and we really do need some form of spectacle, yet very inspiring and very, I should say also, and I guess just hopeful. Yeah, hopeful performance, hopeful things, because one of the great things about the message of the musical is that even if uh, the initial actions of those who came first were failures, it can serve those of the next that will take their place and hopefully continue on forwards with, the cause. And the cause now for, I would say, everyone in the world, with everything again just going to shit. Um, you can just take that for what you will in whatever country that you guys are in, or whatever country that you're thinking. I'm thinking about a lot, obviously, including here where I am in the Philippines. So yeah, you can take that per se and just say, like, yeah, the timing of this. I just hope that everyone will just feel a little bit more hopeful for the future, because uh, just just wish that things can change for the better, and um, as they say, revolutionize the future for the better. But if that's word I'm using. You know what? Fuck it. We're well with it. I'm still very, very tired. I'm gonna just finish this video now, get it uploaded, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Over and out.